क्लैब्यं मास्मगमः पार्थ न एतत्त्वय्युपपद्यते क्षुद्रं हृदय दौर्बल्यं त्यक्त्वा उत्तिष्ठ परन्तप. Hello friends, this is the third shlok of the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and in today's video we will understand this shlok in detail. So let's first go over its meaning. So the shlok says Klebhyam na smagamah, which means do not go into cowardice. Parth, O Parth. Na etattvayupapadhyate, which means such behavior is not suitable for you. Kshudram hridaya dorbalyam, which means this pettiness and weakness from your heart, tyakatva uttishta parantapa, which means detach from it and stand up, O Parantap. So in this shlok, Shri Krishna is telling Arjun that do not go into cowardice. This behavior is not right for you. Detach from this pettiness and weakness which has arisen in your heart and stand up, O Parantap. So, O Parantap is the name that has been used for Arjun over here, and Parth is the other name that has been used for Arjun over here. So, through these two names, we can clearly understand the deeper meaning in this shlok. So, in the first line of this shlok, Shri Krishna is using the name Parth for Arjun, and as I have already explained to you, Parth is a name which is associated with his familial association, because Parth actually means the son of Pritha or son of Kunti. So the cowardice that has arisen in Arjun over here has happened because he feels attachment towards his family, and therefore Shri Krishna is using the name Parth in the first line to emphasize that this cowardice that has arisen in the heart of Arjun has arisen because he feels attachment towards his family. Now, in the second line, the name that has been used for Arjun by Shri Krishna is Parantap, and basically he's saying that you should detach from this weakness that has arisen on your in your heart, and you should stand up and basically fight, O Parantap. The word Parantap as such means someone who destroys his enemy. Um, Actually, if you were to go even more deeper fundamentally, Parantap actually means someone who is a Kshatriya and who basically fights. And when he fights, then he destroys his enemy. And so Sri Krishna is telling over here that you should stand up, you should remove this weakness because you are a Kshatriya. So one way to understand this shlok over here is basically to say that Sri Krishna is telling Arjun that your duty is to be a Kshatriya, to protect the dharma, and since you are not following this duty of yours, you are basically acting like a coward. So that's one way to understand it, but there is a deeper meaning also over here to understand, and that you can understand from the phrase naetattvai upapadyate, basically, which basically means that this is not suitable to you. So um, you know, over here what's happening is that Arjun is feeling an attachment towards his family and loved ones, and he is in that sense forgiving the people in the Kaurav army for their actions. Basically, the Kauravas, which is Duryodhan and his brothers, have performed very, very bad things towards Pandav, and the behavior over here of Arjun is that basically he is forgiving them for those actions to a certain extent, and this weakness actually is coming into him from the attachment. But you know, you might have seen in your life many a times where people say, you know, oh please forgive these people. The one who is the one who is bigger one, the one who is more generous is the one who is greater, you know. So somebody can use that logic over here and can say that, you know, Arjun is being generous over here, he is still forgiving the people in the Kaurav army. But you have to understand that this sort of a behavior of forgiving is only suitable to a certain extent. So, you know, if you are a saint, then it's your dharma basically to forgive everyone. Even if people basically do bad things to you, you should still forgive them because you are being a saint. But if you are a politician or if you are an army person, then you do not have that room to forgive others, especially if you're an army man. If you are fighting on the border, if you're fighting with your enemy, then you just do not have the capacity to forgive the person on the other side. And the place where you end up being a fighter is the place where things have gone way further. Whenever wars have happened in this society, the wars have happened when things have gone really, really beyond the limits of tolerance of a people. And so in that state, when you get to that state, then forgiving others is not the behavior which is right for you. And so for a kshatriya, even for a ruler also, or kshatriya, basically they were the rulers also. So for a kshatriya, it is not appropriate behavior to forgive others. As a saint, as a brahman, sure, you can forgive others, but as a kshatriya, as a warrior, as a ruler, you do not have that luxury to forgive others. So you have to look at it from that point of view. The thing is that many times people get confused. They say that, oh, forgiving is the best thing, but there are situations where forgiving is not the right thing, and that's exactly what Sri Krishna is telling over here in this shlok. So I hope I have explained this shlok well to you. With that, I'll close this video. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.